some information for 2K18 has been released, has been leaked, has been put out in the open for everybody. So before I get into this, shout out to 2K for having this event. Shout out to them for inviting Annoying. So you see, Audi tweets out, excited for a select group of influencers to get their hands on 2K18 today in our dev gameplay session to provide direct feedback. So what 2K did, they invited a few YouTubers out to Cali, and they all flew out there, and they're getting to play the game early, give their feedback, tell them what they need to fix, and a bunch of other stuff. So they invited Annoying, D-Man UNT, and a few Pro-Am players. So you see, first thing Annoying says, I noticed there is no shot meter. You get an excellent for green releases in the color green. Well, Mr. Annoying, I'm hoping that there are green releases in the game, because if there aren't green releases in the game, then you can't tell how your shot is, and if you know your shot or not. And if you don't get a green release, there's no guarantee that your shot is going to go in. So at this point, I am very, very disappointed that there's no green lights that are going to be in 2K18. But then, a while later, Annoying tweets this. I take that back. There are greens, but it's darker, and the shot meter isn't under your player, it's on the side. So there's a shot meter on the side of your player when you shoot. It's not under you, it's on the side. The green isn't as bright. So it's kind of like 2K15 or 2K16, I would assume. Except the shot meter is on your side, which is going to be really weird, because you're not going to be looking at your player's base. You're not going to be looking at his feet. You're not going to... You'll probably be looking at the release instead of the shot meter, to be honest. Because if it's on your side, that's just going to be weird, because it's probably going to be going like... It's just a straight up bar, I would probably assume. I'm not sure though. It could be just straight up. It could be curved on the side of your player. We do not know. But this right here is the craziest thing that I've seen yet. You can change the color of your meter to yellow, purple, blue, and even many, many, many more. So you can get red lights, you can get yellow lights, purple lights, blue lights, green lights, orange lights, black lights, white lights. As many color lights as there are in the game. There's probably like so many. There's probably like at least 10 color choices, probably, I would say. Like green, red, blue, purple, yellow, orange, red. I don't know. Just the list would go on, but that's pretty dope feature. That's a good feature that they added, that you can change the color of your shot meter. Like for all, I like that they're bringing back yellow lights, because I liked when they had green, yellow, and it was just green and yellow instead of green and white. I like. Oh wait, yeah, it wasn't it green, yellow, and red back in 2K15 and 2K16, and then this year they just decided to have whites and greens. So I hope that you get to pick whatever colors you want for whatever scenarios. It's probably just gonna be white if it's not perfect, and then you get to pick a color for your perfect release. That is a very good addition to 2K. I didn't even think of that. So I applaud you guys for coming up with that. And all of this stuff is confirmed. Annoying is at 2K headquarters. He's playing the game. He's giving feedback. So shout out to him. And this right here is something that I am sure all of you are wondering. Are Hall of Fame badges in the game? So Mr. Annoying says Hall of Fame badges are in the game, and it has the same player card menu as 17. I'm disappointed that the player card is exactly the same as 2K17. I like little changes, like menu changes, like profile changes, player card changes. I would like little like look changes like that. But there are Hall of Fame badges in the game still. I don't think there should be Hall of Fame badges in the game. I think they should let you get 5 gold badges on a player, 5 silver badges on a player, and then the rest bronze. Or they should let you get like 10 gold, 5 silver, and the rest bronze. I don't think the Hall of Fame badges, they make those 5 things so overpowered for your my player when you make him, or if they have dual archetypes in the game, which he said he's not allowed to talk about archetypes, or they are not allowed to show him the archetypes yet. So I would assume they're probably double archetypes in the game, so you could hopefully get 10 total Hall of Fame badges, maybe, or like 5 Hall of Fame, 5 gold. That would be pretty nice. And he also mentions that for the most part, the same badges like Deep Range, Deadeye, they're all in the game again. The same exact badges, probably. I just hope they add an Interceptor badge. I hope they like split up the Deadeyes, but I mean have one Deadeye instead of Deep Range, Mid Range. I don't like that. It looks like they're on the path to have the same exact archetypes, 5 badges for each archetype. I don't like that. It's pretty corny in my opinion. They should have like outside, inside. Or actually, they could have archetypes. They just need to have like 5 gold badges, 5 silver, or give more badges that can actually do something instead of so many bronze badges. He also said that they rewrote the screen script system. So based off of this, I'm assuming they basically changed how screens work with all the brick walls and stuff. And then he says brick wall is toned down a lot. So this worries me. And you see Colt's reply right there. He said if there's still Hall of Fame badges in the game, why would they tone down brick wall? Yeah, exactly. That doesn't make sense, because what would be the point of making a glass cleaner then? What's the point of making a glass cleaner if it's already said that brick wall is nerfed so much? Why wouldn't you make a post scorer or a paint protector or a stretch then? If brick wall is so nerfed, why would you want to be a glass cleaner? Like this is just like it's just like a setup mission for glass cleaners, because they're saying that they nerfed brick wall. So what's the point of having it Hall of Fame then if it's not going to work like the other Hall of Fame badges? What, might as well make another archetype. Now, I know everybody loved speed boosting and loves speed boosting. They kept it. And there was speed boosting in 2K15. There was speed boosting in 2K16 until patch 6. There was speed boosting in all of 2K17. And for 2K18, Annoying says speed boosting is still in. But then he says speed boosting is a tiny bit slower than last year, barely noticeable. Now when he is out at the 2K headquarters right now, he's only playing quick game. So I replied and then I said it just feels a little bit slower because you're playing quick game. You're not using a my player that has a faster speed boost. It still could be slower than this year, than last year, than the year before. It could be slower. You don't know. I don't know. He knows. But he's only playing quick game, so he doesn't know for sure if it's slower in the park and pro am and all that stuff. So you don't even know. It's still probably the same speed. But I am glad that speed boosting is still in the game. We need speed boosting. Without speed boosting, it would not be as fun. Like at the end of 2K16, everyone went back to 2K15 because you couldn't dribble the same. Simple. While we're talking about speed boosting, you know there's the stamina bar they added this year. And someone asked him if the stamina bar is still in the game. He said yes. Now in 2K15 and 2K16, there was no stamina bar. But in 17, they decided to add the stamina bar in hopes to make dribbling harder for people, make them get slowed down, make them not dribble as much. That failed. People just found ways around it. Simple moves to do to not lose stamina. You can get 99 stamina. I like that. I like that you can get your stamina up though to help keep the bar from going down slower. I like that. So I don't think it's a bad thing that they're keeping the stamina bar in the game. Now, Annoying, while he was playing the game, he was asking people on Twitter for stuff that needed to be fixed though that 2K hasn't fixed. So he said, someone show me an example of that's when you do the glitch behind the person, you tap circle twice and then you get wide open. Like what I just did right there. I went in and then I did the little circle thing out of the paint and I got open. That's the only thing Illuminati and Power do to get open. Like if they take that out of the game, they're bad. Simple. They're complete trash if they don't have the circle thing, because that's all stretches can do in part. So I'm 100% sure that they took that out of the game finally. I'm actually glad about that, because you can actually do, before the game came out, before that little circle glitch, I would actually like cut out and then cut into the paint and I would get completely open off of that, which that actually takes skill. It doesn't give you a boost like when you double tap circle behind the person, you can just get open. You can spam it until you get open. That's just like unfair. And he also said that bounce backs are way harder to get. You know, whenever you like, I get them a lot in Pro Am on a playmaker. Like, you're wide open off a spot up, you just shoot, and then it goes a full bar, and then it bounces back fast as fuck. Like, I don't know why the shot meter does that. It should just be smooth. It shouldn't just rush back out of nowhere when you're wide open. And I hope that they made it so you don't have to pause on spot ups anymore. Like, you know, if you have a shot with the base where your one foot's in front of the other one, you have to pause when you catch and shoot. I do not like that. People still don't have to pause on catch and shoots in real life. So I don't know why they have it in this game. So now let's talk about dunks and layups. So he said that they took out the layup meter. I don't know why they took out the layup meter, because that actually helped. Because if you timed your layup and you could get a green on a contested layup, that was pretty helpful. Because if there's going to be no skill gap on layups now, because some people actually timed their layups. I know people who timed their layups and they went in all the time because they got so many greens on them. Like, for slashers now, they're just going to, I guarantee they're going to be given every single contested layup now, instead of just, if you get a green light, it'll automatically go in. I don't know why they wouldn't keep that. And they also still haven't removed that Euro step out of bounds animation. He said it's still in the game. Like, whenever you're going in for a layup, you tap square, and then it makes you do a Euro step to the right and then left, and then you just launch the ball out of bounds and flail your arms in the air. I don't know how that animation has been in the game since 2K15. For 3 years, and it's still in 2K18, he said, and they still haven't taken it out. I do not know if they're gonna be able to remove that. I don't know how they could still have that in there. They just have to redo the layup system probably. But I don't know how they can't just simply take out one animation. Like, that animation is so bad. Now, while I am talking about slashers, he says contact dunks look amazing. I boomed with Harden and it gave me a 2K11 feeling. So judging from this, I'm just hoping that they added a few new dunk packages. They've had the same ones for the past 3 years. Same exact dunk packages. Barely any new ones. Please, 2K, add some new dunks. Thank you. So there's just a few more things left that he tweeted. He said passing out of shots is still too accurate. They said they'll fix it out. So, I know there are a lot of people who throw panic passes and scary passes. They go up with a bad shot to just throw the ball hoping that they'll get bailed out with a good pass whenever they take a horrible shot. No, you must take good shots now. Thank you, Mr. Annoying, for helping. Thank you, 2K, for taking that out. Because I play against so many people who just go up with the dumbest shots, then just chuck it over to a corner when everyone helps on that horrible shot. He's wide open, and then he'll hit that. So I'm glad that they finally fixed this. Then there's just 2 things left. This is for Pro-Am baseline cheese 50-50 for turnovers and fouls. That is mostly for Pro-Am. It also works in Park, like when you catch the ball in a corner and then you run straight baseline. Most of the time, every single time in Pro-Am, if you just run straight baseline when you catch the ball in a corner, it's going to call a foul. That's just a bailout every time. But in Park, it was like 80% of the time it would be... I'm actually not sure in Park, because I don't really spot up in the corner in Park. But in Pro-Am, I know if you catch it corner, run baseline, it's a foul every single time. But I'm glad that they made it 50-50, because then that's gonna stop people from just catching it and running baseline if they don't know whether it's gonna be a foul or it's gonna be out of bounds, because it's basically just luck now. So that's gonna take that factor out of the game. People are gonna stop just catching the ball, looking for bailouts, running baseline. And yeah, so finally he says the last thing, ref bumping is gone. Because in Pro-Am, whenever you just run down court, the ref, if you're trying to like spot up somewhere, the ref, you will hit him very many times. It's very annoying because you can't get set up in time because you're going to keep hitting the ref. The ref could just run into you the entire game. So yeah, that is basically the entire video. Shout out to Annoying. I'll leave his Twitter in the description. Shout out to him. Shout out to Ronnie. Shout out to LD. Shout out to everyone else who went to the 2K team up. Shout out to the 2K devs. Hopefully 2K18 is a great game. It's actually looking pretty good. The graphics, they stepped their game up. I just hope that they fix all the glitches and all that other stuff. So yeah, thank you for watching the video. Drop a like. Let's get 10K likes. At least 10K, 15K, I don't know. Bye bye.